Welcome to the AP Effect, the podcast, the podcast, the podcast, the podcast, the podcast.
Hey everyone, I'm Kanaya.
Hey guys, I'm Kaylin.
Hey y'all, I'm Shalia.
Hey, I'm Destiny, and we are the AP Effect Podcast, a podcast created for the youth by the youth.
So today's topic is HBCUs. According to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund website, HBCU is a historically black college or university, and it was discovered in the early 19th century to further the education of African Americans. Did you know that the first HBCU in the nation is Cheyney University, which is founded in 1837? Did y'all know that?
Wow. I sure did not know that.
I did not know that.
No, I didn't know that.
1837, dang.
Yeah, and I think, the university was founded in Pennsylvania.
Oh, up here.
That's also something I didn't know as well.
Right. I thought the first HBCU probably would have been founded in like down south somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in the south.
Yeah. That's nice. That's really nice.
So, what was the first what was the college that y'all decided to go to, and why did you choose that college?
Well, I go to North Carolina Central University, founded in 1910. And I chose that school because I wanted to go out of state to explore, change my environment, discover new things, new people, etc. And I love it.
I heard NCCU was a great school.
I chose Bowie State University because it was affordable, it was close to home, and I really wanted the HBCU experience. And Bowie State is actually the first HBCU in Maryland, founded in January 1865.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
Well, I actually waited till the last minute to do all of my college things like applications and grants and stuff. So I ended up going to community college first. And then I transferred after 1 year of community college. I transferred to Bowie State because it was cost efficient and location-wise it was convenient for me.
Okay. So I love that we all went to Bowie State because I also did attend Bowie State for 1 year, like my freshman semester of college, and I chose Bowie State because it was an HBCU, one, and two, because it was still close to home. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I necessarily wanted to be close to home. It's just that it was close to home, so I knew that the convenience was going to work out for the best. So.
Okay, then 3 Bowie State and 1 North Carolina City.
1 NCCU.
Yeah.
But it's okay because both schools are lit, so it don't even.
That's true. 2 great schools. Definitely 2 great schools. So how y'all like handling college with this pandemic going on right now? Because I know it's rough. Because I know I'm not on campus this semester. Are you guys on campus this semester?
I've been on campus, but I know that I live in like an apartment style living.
Okay.
So I'm really like the only housing on campus. And then the like people that live in traditional dorms, I know that they changed their dorms so that it's only like, so you don't have roommates anymore. It's just one person in that room. So they had to like go home for like spring break and stuff. And the apartment style living, since you kind of have your own space, you have your own room and you just share a bathroom. So you get, we got to stay longer and it's more convenient for us to live on campus. But like for the facilities and stuff, like they're not open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. So with that, like, what about that? So was it like first come, first serve with the people? Like, because I know you said like y'all don't have roommates. Well, the people that's in traditional dorms don't have roommates. So is that like first come, first serve? Because it's like.
Yeah. So usually getting housing, you want to do it as soon as possible. And it's like a week in March where you sign up for housing. And because, it's first come, first serve. So if you missed that week or whatever happened and you weren't able to do it, it's going to be hard for you and you're going to be put on a waiting list for however many months. So, yeah.
Well, I know, last semester in fall 2020, I was on campus and it wasn't that bad. I knew it was going to be different because, one, there wasn't a lot of people on campus. I mean, I do attend to a small campus, but like you could tell that it was like barely people there. But I tried to like go outside and like change up my environment instead of staying in my room and not live in fear while being on campus, even though it was a big risk. But I enjoyed it for the most part.
Yeah.
Balancing college during this pandemic right now is, well, since we like almost a whole year in, it's not that bad because I know what to do for our studying, making time with my job and just like my personal life.
And I definitely think that if you have like a good like let's say you have a peace of mind at home, I don't think that you should stay on campus during the pandemic because honestly it's a waste of money. But if you feel like you need your own space and you work better when you're by yourself and stuff, then I definitely think that you should still try and get housing.
Yeah, I felt the same way like first semester because I never was home during like a semester doing classes online, so I was kind of scared. I'm like, I don't want to like stay home because I don't know how it would be with my nephews here and all my family members here, and like how would I study? You know, how would I really try to balance like get quiet time with study and stuff? But luckily this semester I'm only taking 2 classes and it's like less people in my house, so I have quiet time to myself to really study and do what I need to do for our classes.
That's good, Des. What about you, Kat?
So the transition for me, it wasn't that bad because honestly, I've taken online classes before, so I kind of knew what to expect. But at the same time, it was still kind of shocking because I haven't had to take all of my classes online, and I haven't had bad professors towards where they do not want to help you. But now that I've experienced that, I'm trying to push through and just get everything done, finish school, and get that degree.
Definitely.
Luckily you had that experience before this pandemic started with online class and know how to make time for studying in your personal life because all your classes are online. So I kind of wish you did have like some type of like on-campus experience.
Yeah. I know. I transferred like right in the middle of the pandemic. I wish I was able to experience like homecoming, the campus parties and things, just get that on-campus experience.
I do have a quick question real quick. Do you regret transferring schools during the pandemic? Like, do you regret that? You do?
Yeah, I definitely, it would have been more cost efficient for me to stay at the community college I was at during the pandemic. I could have got my associate's degree.
Got you.
And then transfer, but the school I was at, they had already messed up some of my credits, so like,
got you.
I have figured I should just transfer and stop while I'm ahead and just keep moving forward because I was scared that either I was going to take classes that were a waste of time because they're not going to transfer over, or they were just going to keep messing up my classes and all that. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Kay, on the bright side, you're a sophomore now, so maybe you may have that experience like in the next couple of years. Maybe things will be not back to normal, but a little bit better than now.
So talking about like handling college during the pandemic and stuff, how are you guys handling your social life, personal life?
Well, I've definitely had to adapt some type of schedule in order to manage my time and keep up with all of the things that I have to do for school. But I have invested in a desk because I need that school setting, instead of doing my work in my bed and potentially falling asleep and causing me back pain. So
that's one thing I can say. Like, it's definitely, I'm gonna be honest, it's been a couple times where I just turned off my camera and just went back to sleep during class. That's not a good habit. Definitely not a good habit. But I will say a good thing to do is just, I would say, like, wake up early before your class starts, trying to get yourself like prepared. Like, sit up at your desk, do some type of workout, do something, listen to some music, take a nice little shower, eat some breakfast to get yourself ready for your class. Like, and then
that's not just you though. I think we've all fell asleep during the Zoom call because like we've lost motivation to go to school, like really. Because I know me personally, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I took for granted going to class and talking to my professors and seeing my classmates and just overall like social interaction. And now it's like I really miss it. I miss, getting up, going to class, even though it was like I had 8 a.m.s and stuff, but now it's like I kind of miss doing that.
Right. It's so crazy how I'm actually saying I miss my 8 o'clocks. Like, I never.
But it's also good to like you said, like get up and get yourself going before you even, like just to get your day going. I started working out at 5 a.m. and it's really like life changing. waking up, because you really don't realize like how much time is in a day, because if you wake up at like 12 o'clock, your day is already gone by.
I be trying to tell people that. Like, I wake up 5 o'clock around that time too as well. And the time from waiting for it to get 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it be so long and dragged out, because I be like, dang, I've been up since 5 o'clock. It's still only 9:30.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like now, since everything is so like packed in within like your schedule, because you really don't have, your professor telling you that you need to be to class at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Like, you have to make this schedule for yourself. So if you wake up early and you get like your mental health together, you meditate, you exercise, like you have you time, if you know what I mean.
I definitely agree, Shalil. Like, being home for the semester is definitely like a change, but I like it. I think I only like it because I don't have like a full schedule, so I'm only taking like 6 credits. That's it, compared to like 18.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's why I like it so far. Would y'all like give any advice, like how to balance your social life with COVID?
Get a planner. You need a planner. Okay, go to Michael's, go to Target, go somewhere, arts and crafts store. Go get a planner, because that will save your life. Write everything down that you need to do. If you need to work out, write that down. Get the one with the little stickers in it, because it makes you want to, look at your planner. So definitely invest in that. And if you can get, I know personally, I'll write January on like one of those big calendar whiteboards and not go back.
I was just about to say that. I recommend a wall calendar, because there are people like me who invest in a planner and never touch it. So
find out what works for you. Get either a calendar or get a planner. Find out what works.
Or
I don't know about
set these things up in your phone. That is another thing. Set these things up in your phone. You're always on it anyway, so you are gonna end up seeing it.
That's very true.
I would say a journal. I feel like a journal is really important, because like, especially during like COVID times, which is crazy. Like, I feel like a journal helps you express all the like thoughts that you have in the idle times of your day. So like, I feel like a journal is essential as well, because you have so many thoughts throughout the day, but you don't express them. So at least when you write them in a journal, you're getting them out some type of way, even if it's just for you to read. It's better out than in.
Being organized make me feel good. Like, I'm doing something productive when I'm like being organized. So I like to write things down. And also when you write just like random thoughts down, it's like nice to look back at them like, oh, I felt this way.
And now I feel this way. I feel better.
Yeah, I think a journal, planner, find which planner is good for you, like the wall one, like Shalene and Kayla was saying, or like an actual like book.
Another thing is to keep a clean space. Try very hard to keep a clean space, because you cannot focus if your environment is very messy, because then you'll be like, that's over there. There's a pile of dirty laundry over there. You'll be focused on everything but what you need to focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to
it's not a priority.
Yeah, okay. I was just about to say that. It's hard to be productive in like an unorganized environment.
Mm.
And for everybody listening, I know everyone has that one chair. Just that one chair full of clothes. It just has all the clothes on it. It's been staring at you for a while now. Just fold them. Put them away.
Just get up. Put them away.
Just get out. And also another thing, don't stress yourself out too much. Like, everybody's human. Nobody's, Superman, Superwoman. So it's good to take some time to yourself, and don't make like an unreasonable amount or, of things that you said that you're going to do throughout the day, and you know that you can't get it accomplished. Like, try and pace yourself with getting it done. Like, you're going to get it done. Just manage your time while you're doing that.
Time management is everything. Far as how we was like giving them tips for being organized. So what's some advice you would give other students?
I would say milk it for what it is. This is the last time where you're going to be in school. You're going to get 3 hots and a cot. This is like your icebreaker to real life. I feel like when you say, oh yeah, I'm in college, people let you slide a little bit. But after that, it's real life. So have fun. Get in as many orgs, clubs. Just have fun. But also remember what you're there for.
You are paying money. Make sure you get that degree. All the experience, internships, jobs.
Yes, definitely.
Anything that you would like to get out of college. I know that we all went to the same high school, so we had a class called AVID, and it helped us with the college preparation and stuff. And we did apply to all the college, HBCUs through the Black Common app. And you definitely can apply to all colleges through one application. The fee was about
$35.
Thank you, Kaylin. Shout out to the first generations. I'm one.
Whoop, whoop, me too.
Shout out to the first gens.
And you being that first gen, congratulations. But also, don't be afraid to ask questions. You're the first in the family to go to college. So, of course, your family probably don't know much. So, it's good to do research. Reach out to your counselors, advisors, anybody that could be helpful. Take advantage of those scholarships, grants that's offered for first gens.
I would say take advantage of scholarships and grants in general because there's so many scholarships and grants out here, especially grants, because grants is free money, essentially. You don't have to pay grants back.
And also, I'm about to say these 2 things that are going to save your life in college. Okay, number 1, rate my professor.
Yes.
Okay, rate my professor, then type in your university and type in your professor's name, and it's going to come up rather like their rankings 1 out of 5, and if other students' experiences in that class.
I feel like that's a good app. I did not know about that, but that's a
yes,
good
it is.
I didn't know about that.
It's amazing. It definitely helps with that anxiety of, I don't know how this professor's gonna be.
Right.
It's definitely a melting pot of opinions, but you'll get to see what other people have experienced in this class.
Right. And sometimes, their experience could be different from yours, but it kind of gives you a general idea.
And on the website, when you're looking at the other people's experiences, it tells you like, is attendance mandatory to pass? Yes. Do you need to read the book? Yes. Like it's just little stuff like that.
Yes. And also, when you're contacting your professors, make sure to always greet them. Just say, I hope all is well. My name is da 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 da.
Of course.
Yeah, always greet them and keep it professional. I was gonna bring up, like, sometimes you don't have to pay full price for your books, and there's websites that you can go to, like Library Genius, and find it on those websites instead of paying $500 for a book.
Oh, in Z Library.
Really good.
In Z Library too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also get
Free
cool
PDF.
with your classmates. Like make form study session, form study groups. I had this situation happen to me where my roommate ended up having a book that I needed and she never used it. So I was able to use the book for my classes because she never used the book because her professor never required them to actually do work in it.
That Amazon renting service, that's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Check is good. Check has a renting service too.
Yeah,
Make sure you return the books. Because my account got deactivated because I didn't return one of them.
Renting books, in my opinion, if you can find a rental for a good price, that's so much better because you get to use it, send it back. It's off your hands. You don't have to worry about that book collecting dust, taking up space. You don't got to worry about it no more. It's gone. You're done with it. I like that.
What kind of advice or what would you say to your freshman self?
College is not high school. And I say that because in high school, you might be able to get away with winging your assignments and doing them at 3:00 in the morning or the morning before you go to that class. No, you cannot do that in college. You need to put forth the effort or they will notice and pick up on the fact that you waited till the morning to do this assignment. Turn it in and they will give you a low grade. You just need to put forth the effort. That's all I want to say. And don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone.
Okay, you forgot to talk about the plagiarism.
Oh yeah, for plagiarism, I suggest you get Grammarly because they will put you in check. They will put and look.
But don't Grammarly help you cite your stuff? Like it's not like you just copy and paste.
So
paraphrases.
The free membership of Grammarly, it'll let you know if you've made any spelling errors, any grammar errors. It'll give you suggestions on what you should put in to make it sound better.
Punctuation,
yes. It'll help you with the tone of whatever it is that you're writing. So it'll let you know if it's in the wrong tone that you're not looking for. So it'll say neutral or
it'll say good, neutral, excellent, like those kind of things. And then if you pay for Grammarly services, then you'll get like the fluency. What will make it sound like more fluent if you were to write it this way? Like that's what you're paying for. when you put plagiarized stuff into Blackboard, it'll literally highlight it and tell you got this sentence off of Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So
it'll give like a percentage of like how much stuff is plagiarized.
yeah,
it does.
Won't allow that at all. Like it's a percentage.
Don't use Wikipedia, please.
And also go to Google Scholar. Okay, do not just get anything off of any article that you've seen on Google. Go to Google Scholar because those are actually scholarly articles.
Yeah.
Excited.
And sometimes school websites have that feature on their website too. If you go to like the library, like they'll have it on their website. Cause I know Central does. So I would just say definitely like you came out of state for a reason. Explore, like enjoy your freshman year. Like have fun, but also stay focused and be productive. Meet new people, get yourself out there because I know I could be a reserved person, but at the same time, I like to have fun. And I think that I didn't get my full experience freshman year because I was just shy and I just didn't want to just be all out there. It's college. You meet people every day.
I would, piggybacking off of what Des just said, you do come into contact with, different groups of people from all over. And I definitely think that it's important to protect your energy just with meeting new people because a lot of the times you're so excited with college, you don't realize like how many, social interactions that you have and how many new friends that you made. And a lot of times you get in these relationships and you're like, your energy isn't being reciprocated or matched. So it's like, you have to know when to back off and where true friendship is and can be built and stuff because you come into contact with a lot of different people and not everybody has the same standards, morals, and stuff like that. So just be careful who you surround yourself with. Kanaya, what about you?
I would tell my freshman self to apply herself more because it's not that I couldn't do it. I think if I would have applied myself more my freshman year, I would still be in school because I would have still had motivation to like go. That would have been my advice to myself.
Definitely don't have any regrets and like don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, especially if you're in a different state or a different like environment. Of course you're gonna be in a different environment because it's college, but like if you don't get out your shell or if you don't experience it like your freshman year, it's okay because you got 3 more years after that or even more. It's okay.
Definitely live in the moment because before you know it, you're going to look up and those 4 years are going to pass you by. So I know it's hard to live in the moment when you got to, worry about Friday when you have a paper due or worry about, next week when there's a midterm, but try and live in the moment because before you know, you're going to look up and you're going to be walking across the stage.
Right. Juniors now. I can't believe it.
Right. We got 18 months.
One more year. Y'all almost finished.
I'm not ready.
School?
I love college though. I really do love college. Like before COVID and during COVID, I still love college.
I feel like it's gonna be like a reality check when we get out because we've been told that we need to go to school for our whole life, and we have been in school for our whole life. So us getting out and being like, oh, we actually got to get into our career now is gonna be life changing for us.
We got this one day at a time. Tune in to our next episode next Friday. Every Friday at noon. Thank you guys for listening. And we'll see you next time.
See you guys next time.
And we are
the AP
Effect.